Yolon True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. In parallel to the weeks of work on my mission planners and the charts you've meanwhile seen on my Discord, I was working on something else, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. But before we talk a little bit about ship scrapping, I just want to say, just in case you haven't seen that yet, when I publish a video, as soon as I can, I pin a comment under the video, and there you find information on commenting, subscribing, on how to access my Discord, but also there is a way how you can support my work here on this channel. And if you ever thought about this, just have a look there. But now let's talk about ship scrapping once more. I talked about this before on this channel, but now I've got something added on my Discord once again that will be hopefully quite helpful for you. As you know, there's your scrapyard on your station, and that was when I talked about this last one. I was talking about the scrapyard, and if you press the recycling button, you can see all the ships you can scrap. It depends on the level of your scrapyard what ships of yours you can scrap from the scrappable ships, but that's something else we talk about later. And there you can always see at the point where they are what you get if you scrap this ship. Like with the Intrepid right now, which is maxed, you can see all you can get. There will be usually ship experience points, and in most cases titanium, dilithium, and certain materials and ship parts. If it's common, uncommon, rare or epic stuff, that depends on the ship. And that goes quite up. You see the best ship I can scrap now is the Enterprise. It's maxed 2, or my Augur, or the D4, and there I would get a lot of 4-star stuff for it, because they are 3-star ships and they are maxed out, and that's the nice thing about it. You get 4-star stuff at the point where you might need it. I don't need so much 4-star stuff anymore, and that's why I probably will not even scrap those ships, but rather keep them in my little ship collection. But how do you know what you can get for the max ship in advance before you go on a journey to max it? And sometimes you even want to know before you build a ship, or a second or third, can I ever get rid of that again when I don't need it anymore? Because you have a ship limit when you go to your shipyard. It should show, if I remember correctly, otherwise we have to go to the ship lift there, but there you see it. On the top left there it says ship slots. I have 79 slots and 61 ships at the moment. And once your slots are filled, and those depend on the level of your shipyard, you cannot build another ship. And so you don't want to fill all your ship slots with unscrappable ships. And that is why the information about what can I scrap, what do I get for the scrapped ships, and can I scrap it at all, are quite important. And there are websites out there, of course, where you can find the single ships and look for the single ship for a certain level, what you get if you scrap it, and so on. But I thought I will make it a little bit easier for you. It usually doesn't make sense to scrap a ship before it's fully maxed, because then you really get the full amount of stuff, and you chase the blueprints for it. So it was hard work already, and so you will want to wait until it's maxed usually. But that's why we go to my Discord now again. This is the STFC Discord I set up for the YouTube channel, and you probably already know it. If you don't, put a comment under this video to get the current link for it. I need to do current links because Discord really has a matter with the endurance of those links at the moment. Even if I put on it never ends, it does end quite quickly. And it seems that only if you pay quite an amount of money now you get never-ending links, and so I have to do it that way, because I'm not going to do that. But when you're there, there's the database, as you can see, And there you find already a lot of things, and now you also find the scrapping rewards. But those are all the scrapping rewards for maxed ships, as the title says. And it's sorted by ship classes. It's like the ship videos I try to do from the lowest required shipyard level to the highest required shipyard level. And that's why we start with the 1-star ships. You see the Rialta, that's the first ship you get in this game. It can never be scrapped, but that's a good thing. I talked about this in the Rialta video, why it's good that you can't scrap it. But the next ship you get, the Orion Corvette, is scrappable, and that's where we start with the rewards. I will not go through the full rewards of everything here, but if you max the Orion Corvette, you get ship XP, titanium, common battleship parts, common refined ore, in all cases 2-star stuff, uncommon refined ore, common refined crystal, and uncommon refined crystal. And you find those lists for all ships here. Next is the 2-star ships with the Findra, the Turus, etc. Then we have the next ship that you can't scrap, and that's the Jellyfish. I mean, it's hard to get either via the special events that come after a full arc, or you have to buy it, and so it's not so bad that you can't scrap it. But there are more ships in this class that you can scrap, and with the 3-star ships it continues. And the USS Franklin is one of the special ships you can scrap because you need that to get the Franklin A. And here you can see, for example, how much you get not only of the Franklin Advanced Data Cores, but also of other stuff when you do that. But the Botany Bay can't be scrapped anymore. And the North Star can be scrapped, the Kira, the Discovery can't be scrapped, the Ferengi Devore can be scrapped again because you need it to scrap the Ferengi Devore, as I talked about in the video, to get to the Devore Fischer. And that continues for all the ships. The Vidar can't be scrapped again, but the Horizon can. The Meridian can't be scrapped, but the Stella can. You need that to get the particles to do some research. The Sarcophagus can't be scrapped. The Amalgam can't be scrapped. So they are all ships where you have to think, how many do I need of those? Because you're filling your ship slots. The Legionary can be scrapped again, but the bad thing, and that's what I talked about in these videos, why I really don't like to have those ships, except for a collector's position, the Separatist D3 class, the Hijack D3 class, and so on, cannot be scrapped. And so you're building them, they have no real use because they can't even cloak, and then you can't even scrap them. So be really careful when you buy this. The D3 class, the normal one, of course, can be scrapped. And this just continues through the whole thing. The Borg Cube can't be scrapped, by the way. This is one of the newest ships, just to let you know. But for all you find the material here that you will get. We can go into another bigger ones. We've talked about the Augur and the Enterprise and so on. And here you see there's kind of what you just saw in my scrapyard. All the things you get here, and it already goes up to rare ore. 4-star in this case, it's a 3-star ship, but that continues. And there are more ships you can't scrap, as you can see, quite a number of those. Oh, I got the Borg Cube twice, I just saw, but it's not that bad. But the ISS Jellyfish, once again, you can scrap. You cannot scrap the normal one. You can scrap the ISS Jellyfish. And it has some interesting mix of 4- and 5-star parts and materials here in it. But I will not scrap my ISS Jellyfish. I just like that thing. But whatever you're looking for, you will find it here on the Discord, and also the chips that can't be scrapped, like the Monovine, and so on, and then the ones that can be scrapped again. The good thing is, as I'm showing you, that if you click a picture, you can zoom in, because the lists get longer and longer the higher the ship gets. As you can see here with USS Newton, for example, because of the many different parts and crystals and ore, it goes up to epic crystal and ore, and so you I cannot make the font that big anymore, but you can zoom in, and so you can still see everything. And this goes up to the scimitar. And I really hope that this, like the missions from Mission Planets I've talked about in another video recently after I made that work, will be of help for you, so you can know, does it make sense to go there with still upgrading that ship to scrap it later, or doesn't make it sense? Will there be materials I need? Will there be the problem that I can't scrap them? And all these things should be of importance for you. Let me please know what you think about scrapping ships and the rewards that you get for it. You can, of course, also comment on the new chapter here in my database. And I hope it's helpful for you, so that all the work I put in here once again was worth it, and that you can get the most out of your ships. And if you have questions or video requests, you know that I regularly read the comments, and so you can write in the comments as well. Unfortunately, I have to say something about commenting today, because for a very good reason, I unfortunately have to say that, of course, I usually enjoy all the comments. I'm happy to see discussions under my videos or here on Discord. I'm happy to see differing opinions about things, people that have the opposite opinions. It's all fine. But what I'm not happy about is seeing people starting to insult. And I just want to make this clear once and for all, because it's unfortunately necessary now. People who think insults are a good way of communicating are not welcome on my channel and are not welcome on my Discord. This is supposed to be a safe space for all people involved that want to play in peace. And I don't mean without PvP, I mean in peace. They deserve to have a civilized discussion. And people who think insults are the right way of communication are neither welcome on my channel nor on my Discord. So I wanted to make that clear once and for all. But if you are one of those civilized people and want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.